I'm going to get started here. Got a little bit of a story today, and then we're going to get right into the good shit. So, camera's in focus. We're centered. Here we go. Number 42. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wednesday night pre-flight episode of 42. As part of the usual, I am Gobble S. Cobble. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another impactful Wednesday night. Now, before we get back into our King of the Ring tournament match, we got a couple little issues that have to be settled, which is going to lead to us to our first match of the evening. Miss Junko Yokota versus Lucharia. Now, we've seen the last 2 weeks there. We've had two battle royals of our Divas division. And both times, Lucharia has been tapped out to Junko Yokota. And I talked to Lucharia earlier today, and she is not very happy with her performance and has requested a special match. And Junko has they both agreed on the match in question. They wanted a Detroit-style street fight like our tournament is right now. 2 out of 3 falls. Knockouts are on. Falls count anywheres. Because Lucharia also was telling me that she can beat Junko. She's hit her with everything except the kitchen sink. And the kitchen sink, and she still goes that route, so. She is going to try and make a stand to show Junko she deserves to be here. And Junko, well, she knows, she accepted this challenge. She knows damn well Lucharia is going to show up, because last 2 weeks we saw Lucharia tap out to the same move. And Junko's like, what's the third time? So, but they've asked for this Detroit-style street fight, and, well, goddammit, they're going to get it. So, because they say how interesting the tournament's going, and they want to take what little part of it they can. So, Lucharia makes her ring, making her way down to the ring again. But yeah, so this is Lucharia is gonna have a chip on her shoulder.
And approaching the ring from Tijuana, Mexico, Lucharia.
And she has come to play, and she is not gonna take. I think she's taken Junko lightly the last couple times, but. On the same token, in the back of her mind, she's lost to Junko twice now. So, Lucharia's trying to and swing it in her side this time around. But yeah. But we also have tonight, besides this match, we have the start of our second round. And hopefully it'll all be finished tonight. But we have some very interesting players. And the match is coming up. So here we go. Junko comes up, big chop right across the chest. They lock up in the center. Lucharia gets the headlock. And hits a nice little tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Trying to wear down Junko's back. Lucharia setting up. And beautiful running enziguri. Fantastic, precisely executed there. Junko shoves her away and runs into a twisting arm drag. Junko goes for the forearm to the back, but no good. Lucharia kicks to the hamstring. But finally, Junko counters, goes behind Lucharia at standing switch. Throws Lucharia, pull back, Jesus Christ. Kick right to Lucharia's head. Junko knows, we all know, both these two competitors have some wicked legs. If you take that in a sexual way, well, that's your way of doing things. But we've seen those legs take people's heads off. So they lock up in the center again. Stalemate the first time, stalemate the second time.
This is about skill and power.
They lock up, Lucharia goes to the headlock. Junko counters, no headlock, and Roman does a little quick stand-up. A stutter step Inseguri there. They lock up, Lucharia goes behind on Junko. Junko counters it into a headlock. Lucharia counters that, breaks it up. They lock up again. And another stalemate. Lucharia wins this round into the wrist lock. Lucharia throws Junko into the corner. Big missile drop kick. And Lucharia going to Bronco Buster. It's one way to intimidate your opponents, just have them just bouncing off their head. But Junko counters into a wrist lock. And Junko does a nice little pullback hip toss there. Stomps right on Lucharia's lower back. Gets behind on Lucharia. And she's going for that submission hold again. Well, she's into the, oh God. That Russian leg sweep headlock takedown beautifully. But Lucharia counters into a headlock, and Junko triple counters that into a headlock. And hits a nice little STO, reverse STO there. They lock up. Stalemate once again. These two are very same power level, same strength, same legs. They can just whip the shit out of you. And nice little counter there from Lucharia and the jawbreaker on Junko. Missile drop, beautiful drop kick right to the Junko's knee, trying to soften up those knees. But then out of nowhere, with that same leg, Junko just fucking roundhouse kicks Lucharia in the back of the damn head. Nice little float over neck breaker there. Or flow through neck breaker. Junko goes to the headlock, snapmare takedown, followed by nice beautiful missile drop kick. Or basement drop kick. Depending on whose commentary. Here's the first cover of the match. And Lucharia says no. Kick to the midsection. Big chop across the chest. Another kick to the midsection. Junko goes there and goes right at that net breaker. And Junko puts Lucharia in the Dragon Sleeper. And Lucharia is able to kick out of it. Goes the kick, but Junko counters and has a step up Inseguri. Junko misses with the elbow drop, and Lucharia goes after the hamstrings. Trying to kick Junko's legs off, but they're going to kick each other's legs off. He's going for that choke out and just throws Lucharia like a rag doll, but Lucharia counters it, kicks her away. They lock up in the center. Junko gets a headlock, switches around right quick, and goes right back to that submission hold with her own arm. With Lucharia's own arm trying to choke herself out. Junko, nice little shin sweep there. Junko rolls over Lucharia and she's going for the... oh, Jesus Christ, that knock. One of the moves Lucharia is tapped out to. But Lucharia says no, and that's a little snapmare to get out of it. But that same submission hold has put Lucharia away twice in weeks. And here comes the Junko rush. And big kick to the head. Here's the cover. One. Lucharia says no. They back up. And Junko puts her right into the transmission. The sleeper hold with the body scissors, cutting all the oxygen off the Lucharia. And Lucharia taps out. The first fall goes to Junko once again. Junko goes right back on the offense. Lucharia counters to a hammerlock, pushes her away. Goes to kick those wicked kicks again. Goes for the spinning leg lariat, but misses. They lock up. Junko gets a headlock and kicks the midsection. And beautiful spinning roundhouse there. Junko going after the arm breaker, trying to pull Lucharia's arms out of sockets. Rolls over Lucharia and goes right back to that same submission hold that took her out of the match the first time around. She's going to try and make it 2. But Lucharia fights that one off with another counter. She goes for a kick, but Junko eats it with the shoulders, and Lucharia catches her. Spins her around. Junko's backing up slightly, I don't know why. Junko goes behind. And goes right back to the opposite side with that choke. With a Russian leg sweep counter. And Junko just dragging Lucharia to the center ring. Here is the cover, 1. Lucharia says no. Junko goes right back to the headlock. And now let's step up in Saguri. And Junko's putting on a fucking clinic. She goes with that hammerlock, chinlock. That be it. Looks like and looks like Junko's got another, but Lucharia fights out of it again. Drops that foot right to that arm. Nice little shooting star there out of Lucharia. Picks up Junko. Goes to the headlock. Straight kicks to the head of Junko. Goes right back to the hamstrings, but Junko counters it and goes behind with a forearm to the back. Junko pushes her away. And big hit. Right to Junko, right to Lucharia's head. She's calling for the end. She spins it around and she's going right back to that same finisher, Tasmission. Body slithers is in. Lucharia's fading quick. And Lucharia taps out once again. Damn. Junko quickly taps the Lucharia out twice. With the Tasmission body scissors sleeper hold. And Lucharia, you're going to have to dig down deep again to try and deal. How can she handle this loss? We just don't know. Something's got to give. But Junko, impressive once again. Junko has put a clinic on this match. So, with that being done, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go straight to our second round of our tournament. And as we go right back to our tournament foil right now, we'll give you all a quick second to catch up on the brackets. As you see our brackets, we have Gio Cavalcante taking on the brethren of what remains and William Whiteside. Those two have somewhat of a history. They worked together a couple times, now they're enemies. And then on the same token, we have Corey Kerr versus Chim Chim. And we saw what happened last time with these tournament mets. Will it be the same? Who knows? Then on the other side, we have Nathan Whiteside, another surprise entrance, and Frankie. And Frankie Tickner, so we're going to see that interesting. And then I think one of the interesting matches is going to be Cole Marionette versus Blavis. So we're going to get started right here with Nathan Whiteside and Frankie. Frank Tickner. We're going to select our arena. Match creator. As we saw, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Detroit-style street fight. 2 out of 3 falls. KOs are on. Falls count anywhere. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First round of our second round. First match of our second round. For that opportunity to get that title that Corey Kerr is in possession of. It's not on his person currently, It is up for grabs in this tournament. Well, it's going to be a very interesting match between Corey Kern and Chim Chim. We saw in the first tournament last year now, that it was one fall that Chum Chum beat the shit out of Corey Kerr all the way up to there. But Chim Chim screwed up once and it costed him. But this time, there's a chance that he won't because it's 2 out of 3 falls. So that means he can afford a mistake and still come out the victor. But Nathan Whiteside, everybody has pretty much threw him under the bus. That he shouldn't be here, he's not talented. But how he got in here, he was the first of all the superstars in this tournament to have a double submission victory to get in the tournament. And his first round match, he won via submission. So, this is a scary individual for those that think he can't do it. But you'll learn that he is not one guy to take lightly. You can take that to the fucking bank. But another, like I said, we also have on the other side, Frankie Tickner, who has just straight up beat the shit out of anybody that's coming from him right now. If he hits that bowcaster and that chewy rush, it's over. It's just game over. There was a hell of a match between those two, between him and his other opponent in the first round, But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our first match of the second round. Let's get ready to rumble. Here we go. Nathan opens up with a headlock and immediately goes for that Northern Light pin. Beautiful there, and Frankie ducks under that clothesline. Big right hand there from Nathan, goes to the back to the headlock, hits a beautiful scoop slam. Stomps right on Frankie's head. Nathan picks up Frankie. Goes right to that, work on that wrist now. Frankie counters, goes right to the head. Big elbow to the face. Punch to the midsection and knocks Nathan right out the ring. Big right hand. Goes to the wrist lock. And Frankie, brief, beautiful pulling drop toe hold there. And big shoulder block out of Frankie, just knocking Nathan like a goddamn pinball. And Frankie's going for the quick, I'm going to run a Kendall wrist lock submission. But Nathan counters it. And then does a little float over now, the net breaker there. Big right hand from Frankie. Eats a barricade. Nathan follows up with a big ass headbutt. Drops Frankie, and Frankie gets right back up and gets caught in a twisting arm drag right into the steps. Frankie gets behind. Nathan counters to a headlock. Nathan goes to the wrist lock. And Frankie throws him right into the barricade. Throws a headbutt of his own. Nathan gets picked up and Nathan catches him, goes to counter that punch, goes to the wrist lock, throws him into the barricade. And Frankie, another big headbutt there from Nathan. Dropping Frankie, he goes for the cover on the outside. Frankie says no. Big right hand, Frankie counters him. And he's going right back to that wrist lock. That wrist lock submission, and again, Nathan catches him with the head scissors and gets out of it. Nathan picks up Frankie, throws him right into the steps, kicks to the midsection, goes back to the headlock, and right back to the steps. Trying to fuck the shins up of Frankie, but Frankie's going to take more than that. Another big-ass headbutt. Nathan goes for quick cover. Frankie says no. Nathan picks up Frankie. Big right hand answer with another big ass right hand. And we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, for our commercial break of the evening.